Urologist, one masturbation mistake after 60 that is silently harming older men, advice for elderly. Aging is one of the most natural parts of life. But here's a truth most men don't openly talk about. Intimacy, desire, and the need for sexual release don't disappear when you cross 60. They change, yes, but they don't vanish. Many men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s quietly rely on self-pleasure as a way to release stress, fall asleep easier, or simply feel alive again. In fact, some doctors even agree that moderate masturbation can help maintain prostate health, balance mood, and keep blood flowing. But there's a catch. According to several urologists, one single mistake that older men make when it comes to masturbation may silently harm their body without them realizing it. And if you're past 60, this mistake becomes even more dangerous. So let's walk slowly, carefully, and honestly into this conversation. Because no man should silently destroy his health over something so natural. Why this conversation matters after 60. At 30, men hardly think twice about sexual habits. At 40, maybe they notice some changes in stamina or recovery. But once 60 arrives, everything from blood pressure to prostate health to hormone balance becomes more delicate. Here's what most elderly men don't realize. Your blood vessels are no longer as flexible as they were. Your prostate has been working non-stop for decades and may already have swelling or hidden issues. Your testosterone levels are much lower than in youth. And that means the way you masturbate matters more than ever before. Doctors say one mistake, repeated over and over, can silently harm your prostate, drain your energy, and even affect your heart health. The one mistake, rushing and forcing release. Most older men who masturbate after 60 make the same mistake. They rush the act, forcing themselves to climax quickly, often with too much pressure or aggressive handling. It sounds harmless, but here's why it's dangerous. 1. Prostate pressure. Your prostate is a small gland located just below your bladder. It's responsible for producing seminal fluid. After 60, the prostate naturally enlarges for most men, a condition called BPH. When you rush or force ejaculation, you put abnormal pressure on an already swollen or aging gland. Over time, this can lead to pain, frequent urination issues, and even increase the risk of infections. 2. Blood vessel strain. Erections rely on delicate blood vessels. If you rush and use aggressive movements, the vessels can be strained, leading to temporary erectile difficulties. Some men even report numbness or reduced sensitivity because of too much friction and pressure. 3. Hormonal imbalance. Quick, forceful release may give temporary pleasure, but it shocks your nervous system, especially in older age. Instead of a relaxed, satisfied feeling, men often feel drained, weak, or dizzy afterward. 4. Heart and blood pressure stress. Sexual arousal naturally raises blood pressure. Forcing climax quickly puts extra stress on the heart, something dangerous for men who already have hypertension or cardiac concerns. What urologists recommend instead. Doctors who specialize in elderly men's health recommend a simple shift: slow, mindful, gentle self-pleasure instead of rushed, aggressive release. Here's what that means. Take your time. Self-pleasure should not feel like a race against the clock. Use lubrication. Dry friction causes microtears and reduces sensitivity over time. Focus on arousal, not just release. Instead of racing to climax, spend more time in arousal. It helps circulation and reduces pressure on the prostate. Limit frequency. Daily aggressive masturbation can exhaust you. For most men over 60, 2 to 3 times a week is healthier than daily strain. Think of it this way. After 60, masturbation should be like sipping fine wine, not chugging cheap beer. A real-life example. Dr. Hassan, a urologist with 30 years of practice, shared the story of a 67-year-old man who came to him with constant fatigue, lower back pain, and trouble urinating. At first, tests showed only mild prostate enlargement, something common for his age. But after a long conversation, the truth came out. The man was masturbating daily, rushing to finish quickly, often in less than 2 minutes. Dr. Hassan explained, "You're not harming yourself by the act itself. You're harming yourself by how you do it." When the man slowed down, reduced the frequency, and treated self-pleasure like relaxation rather than stress relief, his symptoms improved within months. Why older men rush and how to stop. There are psychological reasons too. Many older men rush because they fear being caught even if they live alone. They carry guilt or shame around the act. They think the faster they finish, the better. They're used to habits formed in youth when their body recovered faster. But here's the truth. At 60 or 70, there's no reason to rush. You've earned the right to move slowly, enjoy fully, and protect your health. Practical tips to avoid rushing. Create a calm environment. No fear of interruption. Breathe deeply during arousal to stay relaxed. Stop focusing only on the finish line. Focus on the journey. Silent damage if you ignore this advice. If you continue making this one mistake after 60, the silent damage adds up. Chronic prostate swelling, leading to constant bathroom trips. Erectile difficulties from blood vessel strain. Energy crashes after climax. Possible increase in heart-related risks. It may not hurt immediately, but like unchecked sugar slowly harming a diabetic, rushed and forced masturbation silently chips away at your health. Final advice for men after 60. Self-pleasure is not bad. In fact, urologists agree it can be good for prostate health, mental relaxation, and even sleep. But only if done the right way. Remember, gentle, not forceful. Slow, not rushed. Relaxed, not guilty. Quality, not quantity. This is the one golden rule. Break it and your body will pay. Follow it, and you can continue enjoying intimacy with yourself well into your 70s and 80s without silent harm. White heavy check mark. So the one mistake older men must avoid after 60 is rushing and forcing release during masturbation. It sounds small, but in reality, it's silently one of the biggest dangers for elderly men's prostate, blood vessels, and overall energy. Take your time. Treat yourself with care, because your health, even in private matters, deserves respect. Hit that subscribe button and join us on a journey through the timeless wisdom of the older generation. Don't miss a single life-changing lesson.